Hey everyone, it's Ace. Welcome back to another video. With a very relieved feeling, I'm here to report to you that DICE has now confirmed officially on the Battlefield Labs Discord we will not, I repeat, not be getting SBMM in Battlefield 6. And my god, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that we just dodged a massive bullet. I think us dodging SBMM is probably the best thing that happened for Battlefield 6 so far. Forget about the movement thing, forget about any grievances you might have had with the vehicles maybe, or the recall patterns, or the maps, or any of these minute things you saw in the leaks. Us dodging this is the greatest thing that's ever happened for Battlefield 6 so far. So without wasting your time, leave a like and subscription, and let's go into the post what exactly David Sirland said to us right here. He begins by saying 2042 has SBMM according to this definition. This is what I tried to detail above yesterday. It has a factor of skill, it's used, but ping and time to game is the top priority, and in 64-player game, our want is to spawn a server that starts as soon as possible. Thus, the skill factor is negligible in terms of sorting into servers. Basically, Battlefield 2042 Matchmaker, as you are well aware, just wants to put you in a lobby fast as possible. And as you all also know, it doesn't give a fuck if the lobby is half empty or if it's like literally nobody there. They're gonna put you in a server as fast as possible with as many players in the queue immediately. Which means it doesn't have the traditional Call of Duty / Delta for SBMM that you might be familiar with. He continues, also with a party that is more or less ignored. Just for clarity, saying SBMM is bad is not really useful, he says. What you really want to say is heavy SBMM, where skill separation is a priority, is bad. And honestly, I wholeheartedly agree. This is exactly what for me personally killed Delta Force, and for you all-timers who followed me during my Delta Force tenure for a couple of months, you will know by now I quit Delta Force because of SBMM. He continues by saying, but that doesn't make skill as a factor in matchmaking bad wholesale. On the contrary, we need a skill value to make balanced teams, he says. No matter the range of skills total on a server, it wouldn't be fun if all high skill players ended up on the same team, would it? Question mark. And I very much agree. I mean, if you played Battlefield 3 and BF4, more Battlefield 4, I would say, there were some servers where literally just admins logged in, like Siege of Shanghai, for example. They would stack up the chopper, they would get people in tanks, and they would smash the enemy team in like 3 minutes, and it would just be a boring-ass base rep, where the only thing you would be doing for the whole match is just shooting somebody on a jet ski trying to backcap so they can leave the fucking base rape. That's what he's trying to avoid here. And whoever said on Reddit earlier on the actual SBMM leak that this is probably just a team balancer seems to be correct, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. And he also says here that it existed, like this team balancer existed in matchmaking since they had matchmaking on the team. And that's pretty interesting because if you weren't aware, they started matchmaking heavily in Battlefield 5. Yes, it had a server browser, but you had to press on it. It was like hidden at the bottom. Most of my very casual 9 to 5 friends would just log into Battlefield 5, press play. They didn't give a rat's ass on what server they are. They just wanted to play immediately. So there was a team balancer put into play. If you use that matchmaking, you're gonna know exactly what I'm speaking about. So he says, just to calm things down a bit, the fact that the skill value is in the matchmaker, it's been there since we started being able to matchmake, by the way, doesn't mean we're going to be handing heavy-handed SBMM solution. Quite the opposite. Battlefield is at its best when you play the all-out war modes with friends and different types of players. We don't want to limit it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That basically means there is no SBMM. There's not going to be any type of cancer you experienced in Call of Duty and Delta Force, unfortunately, where you would just be literally limited to a small player pool of just a couple of thousand players if you're a very good player or a very bad player. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We're all suffering in SBMM. I just really hope that they keep true to this word. For example, I had a comment yesterday. I just want to mention you this comment because it's pretty interesting. A person told to me that, hey, Ace, I play Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, and he says, I'm a decent pilot, but I only face good pilots on the enemy team. And he is literally convinced that perhaps there is server browser in, Battlefield 5 and BF1. I replied to this person by saying, what you experience in my brother isn't, SBMM. It's just, those games generally are, considered dead in today's term of the word dead. So you're facing people who, only play Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, and they mostly play in a group as well, I would assume. So you're mostly facing that. And then you have to divide yourself. Let's say that, you like playing, I don't know, Twisted Steel and Fugil 562, right? Those pilots probably like playing those maps as well. And then let's say you only play Conquest, you only play on NA, there's only like 1 or 2 servers on NA. Yes, you're gonna face those players. And then I said to him, it's pretty ironic that you mentioned that because this is exactly what SBMM does that. But there's a pretty big difference between, SBMM and a game that's 10 years old. SBMM literally simulates how a game that is 10 years old, basically a dead game, would feel. The only difference is it does this on motherfucking launch day. On launch day, literally after your first or second match, you already have this emulation that you're seeing the same people over and over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. This is what SBMM does, guys, and this is the biggest fear I have of SBMM. I don't give a fuck about facing good players. I played multiple tournaments in Battlefield 3, in Battlefield 4. People who have been to subscribe to this channel know I was considered one of the best tank drivers who ever stepped in a tank in competitive scene. I don't have any problems playing against good players. It's not about that. It's not about me or somebody else or some other good player. It's about the game feeling extremely dead for certain player bases. And that's not good, guys. It's just not good. No matter how you feel, it is horrific for Battlefield. And I'm very, very happy that for this one problem, we all united and smashed this piece of shit SBMM into the face. I'm very sorry I'm being very vulgar this video, but this is my way of expressing joy. I'm very happy that this is the result of our reach. This is our doing. I'm very proud of you guys. So yeah, just want to wrap up the SBMM talk now, guys. I mean, like I said, we dodged a massive bullet, and if you enjoyed my video, I went out of bed, I avoided lunch, I avoided dinner, I avoided every meal I could to come here as fast as possible, find some Battlefield footage where I had some, I don't even know where I found this Battlefield 1 footage you're watching, and then just did a video for you guys fast, because I'm sure everybody just wants to calm down. So if you aren't active on the social medias, I got you, and since I got you, please, I hope you got me as well. Leave me a like and a subscription. If you're new here, I post Battlefield videos 2 to 3 times a week, basically covering all Battlefield games that I can play on Europe in the times I'm active. So if this is something that you enjoy, please consider leaving me a like and a subscription. I'm generally brutally honest, but I also try to provide you informative videos, maybe some guides and so on. And yeah, I try to answer as many questions as possible as well. And for those who are not new here and are following me for a while now, thank you so much. As always, I know you're watching it every video. I'm getting really great support on my videos. I mean, I'm a very small creator and it's been great so far. Hopefully you guys are going to stick around for the Battlefield 6 launch as well. Man, I'm still just so relieved about the SBMM just being now confirmed to be eliminated. It is, of course, a bit unfortunate that everything's getting leaked from Battlefield Labs Discord. I mean, I'm sure, feel some leak of trust. Somebody there is leaking everything, and what can you do about it, right? But this is that one leak, which was, I think, just something we just needed to know. It's unfortunate that they didn't go out with an official statement on like their own social medias. But hey, I'll take this and I'll just report it to you the way it is. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, leave a like and subscription and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great weekend, by the way, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.